What is up again, Bomb Squad? And you already know what time it is. Do I have to tell you? Of course I'm going to tell you. It's time for another Don the Bomb's food review with your host, myself, the amazing Don the Bomb. So, man, I am really a glutton for punishment. Like the last, it seems like 10 food reviews that I've done. It's been Ghost Pepper this, Flaming Hot that, just all kinds of stuff that I've reviewed that have just abused my taste buds and making my tongue numb after I was done eating a bag of them. It's just, so what do? And it's a 2-for-1 review, and they're both more flaming hot items. And these two are brought to us by our friends at Frito-Lay, Cheetos specifically. First, we have the Flaming Hot, what is it? This Flaming Hot Smoky Ghost Pepper Puffs. And then we have the Cheetos Sweet Carolina Reaper. So these are the crunchy Cheetos, probably a lot like the Flamin' Hot variety that we see. So we got our special 2-for-1 Flamin' Hot Cheetos, special review. Man, I need to bring some ice cubes, some water. Well, I'll have to get it some way. So, man, like I said, I'm just in for some vigorous abuse here, and hopefully, eventually I'll be done doing all these hot item reviews because, man, before all these reviews started, I actually had hair, and then it's just been sweating away, and, well, all right, so the first up is going to be Cheetos Flamin' Hot Smoky Ghost Pepper Puffs. So, without any further ado, let us see. Oh, man, look at these bad boys. These are encrusted in all kinds of hot, powdery, flavored goodness. So, Cheetos Smoking Hot, Flamin' Hot, Smoky Ghost Pepper Puffs, down the hatch. Some of them have some weird shapes. They're not like your textbook perfect globe-shaped circles. But they do have the same texture as your standard cheese puff would. Maybe a little bit. No, they're very consistent with regular cheese puffs as far as the texture goes. And these things are really encrusted with hot spice. And they have a pretty good flavor too. Oh my goodness. And on the back here it says, where there's smoke, there is fire. Man, they ain't kidding on this one. Well, I guess I'm not sweating yet. It's got a pretty good flavor. One thing about these reviews is when I'm eating these Flamin' Hot and Ghost Pepper items, the first few I eat, you know, I get the early hit of the spice and everything, but sometimes you really don't know how hot something is until you eat more and more of them. So, right now, these aren't hitting me like a Ghost Pepper item you think would. I would say, you know, on the flavor meter, this is probably about, you know, 6.57 out of 10. On the heat index, okay, I'm starting to sweat a little bit now, so I think as the more that I eat these, I'll probably sweat more and more, so I will have to get a towel. So I'd say on the heat meter right now, after eating about 10 of these, you know, maybe it's like a 7.5 out of 10, so, but they do taste good, so, but they're not what you would consider a Ghost Pepper, like where you have to be guzzling your drink like right after you eat it and like have a whole bucket of ice water ready to jump into. But they definitely have a good flavor. I like them. I'm not a, you know, I don't eat too many of cheese puffs, but those are pretty good. You gotta get that stuff on the fingers. That's always the best stuff. So, satisfy your heat tooth. Well, I guess I have just that. So it's time for the Flamin' Hot Sweet Carolina Reaper Cheetos. Down the hatch again. And like I said, these do look a lot like the Flaming hot, just the regular Flaming Hot version, which makes sense because this is also Flaming Hot, but it's a different flavor, so. Oh, and these last ones, they do have a smoky flavor to it, so that is very consistent with its labeling. We always like to see that here at the table. Checking all the boxes. Yeah, these have a little bit of a different flavor than the standard Flaming Hot Cheetos, so they do pack the heat as would be expected. And once again, I feel as if I would eat a lot more of these. I would, sweat more profusely, and yeah. So as of right now, after eating about 10 of these, it's a nice little sweet hint to it, just as it says. But, of course, it's overpowered by the heat of the sweet Carolina Reaper. So I'll give these, taste-wise, these are about a 7 out of 10. I am a Flamin' Hot fan, so I'm kind of biased in these reviews. And once again, the hot stuff is not for everybody. I just so happen to like the little spice in my life. I'm not what you would call like somebody that like has to eat the hottest wing or anything like that. Matter of fact, those have a tendency to ruin my night. But I think a little spice goes a long way with flavor. Now, as far as the heat goes, it's similar to the last bag I have, the puffs. So I would say on the heat index, it's about maybe about 7.5 to maybe 8. But I don't know if it's the combined of the two bags that's, finally getting me. Because, I'm starting to beat up over here on my bald head. So, yeah, I would say on the heat index, 7.5, 8. Yeah, I think we have a couple of winners here. So, if you're a fan of spice and Flamin' Hot, these items are, worth a try. At least one try. And once again, if you're the, not so into the heat, you just want to stay away altogether. You don't even want to look at them, don't smell them, don't touch them, because you're going to get burnt. And we don't want to see that. So another successful review. And remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. It's greatly appreciated by me. And until the next review, this is Don the Bomb signing off. And remember, for all you out there questioning anything in life in general, all that glitter isn't gold. You can believe that one.